Let's get this out of the way. Large dogs are freaking awesome! From the way they look to their ability to scare off assholes who try to break into your house, they are amazing. There are tons of popular breeds to choose from, such as the Great Dane or the Newfoundland. However, there is one type of dog that is not only massive, it could be mistaken for a demon. So settle in and enjoy our top 10 facts about Satan's dog, the King Korso. Number 10. King Korsos came from Italy and used to be much larger. Holy shit, much larger. Damn, the internet is scary. Back around the time of the Roman Empire, Corsos were much larger and sometimes used by the military. Some believe that the dog stood around 39 inches tall at the shoulder and weighed in at over 220 pounds. Imagine being on the other side of the battlefield and seeing these monsters running at you. Half the soldiers would shit themselves. Now imagine these dogs running at you with flaming buckets of oil strapped to their backs. That is exactly how they were used in battle. They would fiercely charge towards the other side, burning anything in its wake. Lucky for us, there isn't much call for pyro dogs anymore. Number 9. You've probably been pronouncing its name wrong the whole time. C-A-N-E, Cane, right? Well, because this originates from Italy and apparently the Italians have a very loose understanding of how letters are supposed to sound, the real pronunciation is Cane Corso. What sort of freaking idiot makes cane into a two-syllable word? I'll tell you, it's the same people that took the word meatball and made it into 4 syllables. Meatball. So many people have struggled with the proper pronunciation over the years that the King Korso has been given all sorts of nicknames, and one of them is King Korso, which is totally understandable. Our only question is, when we pronounce King Korso properly, are we supposed to make the Italian hands with it as well? Because if so, then we will do it 100% of the time. Number 8. King Corsos are large enough to ride, but you probably shouldn't do that. It is a scientific fact that all puppies are cute from the moment they're born, not like human babies with their cone heads and limp necks. But don't get stuck in the cute mindset, because King Corsos grow from small to large very quickly. Standing at a height of around 27 inches and typically weighing in at around 120 pounds, these things are intimidating to say the least. But you should know that they love to eat, and if you're not monitoring their diets, they could become a total fat ass. That's right, King Corsos have a tendency to become obese, so you have to make sure you're not feeding them melted ice cream and bacon all day. Take them on a walk and let them run a bit. Number 7. These dogs are straight-up guard dogs, and they take their job seriously. For anyone who decides they want to get a King Korso, you need to know that you will probably not get too many visitors. This is because these dogs were bred to be guard dogs and sniff out bullshit. The problem is that the dogs are so dedicated to their jobs that they tend to think everyone is out to murder your entire family, so they won't like other people. Think of them as a cop with a huge authority complex. Even though he has a job to do, he just doesn't know when to chill the f*** out.
You have the right to shut the hell up.
All right, that's it. Get up against the car!
Don't make me add resisting arrest to the charger.
Now! Up against the car!
Of course, as a puppy, socializing is important so that the dog can recognize what is normal and what is a real threat. But no amount of socialization will make him friendly towards people who aren't members of the family. Number 6. They don't need much grooming. One of the best things about owning a King Korso is the fact that it needs very little upkeep. They have really short hair and don't shed very much, so really you only need to brush them about once per week and give them a bath every 3 months or whenever they get dirty. As many dogs don't like to take baths, it's probably a saving grace for the Korso. I can't imagine the fear a person must go through to bathe a dog that wants to kill you. Oh yeah, be sure to clip its toenails once a month as well. They grow really long and you don't need something that looks like Wolverine walking around the house all the time. Number 5. Many King Korsos can suffer from shitty health. Remember how I said these demons can turn from a puppy into a full-grown death machine very quickly? On one hand, that seems really cool, but it is also the cause of a few health issues in Corsos. Some examples of these conditions are poor eyesight and hip dysplasia, so unless you're in the mood to be eaten alive by one of nature's death machines, it probably isn't wise to scare them. It can't see and it will choose violence. Additionally, they have a life expectancy between 10 and 12 years. For a large dog, this isn't too bad. But make sure you exercise them properly, otherwise that life expectancy will drop quite a bit. Number 4. King Korso puppies love to chew, which sucks. Like any breed of dog, King Corso puppies are naturals when it comes to chewing things up, but they have a certain affinity for it. You can put anything in front of it, from a shoe to a cast iron skillet, and these little shits will try to chew it. So when you have one, it is best practice to not let it openly roam around the house. If they find their way into some tiny nook or cranny, they will chew the ever-living shit out of anything that is around. Imagine the damage that could be done, so keep them busy and keep them close. Number 3. If you get a King Korso, you had better have some good insurance. As we said before, you're not going to have many visitors if you own a King Korso. It's natural for people to be hesitant around them. I mean, look at it. To say that it is intimidating is a huge understatement in itself. But this sense of uneasiness extends far past people. There are some home insurance companies out there that are not fond of the dog either. Many people don't know this, but these insurance companies, aside from being huge dicks, have certain dog breeds that they do not cover for. The King Korso is usually near the top of their lists. Should anything ever happen to them, damage to property or even someone being bitten, these companies will not pay for it. So it's best that before you make any purchases, check with your company to make sure everything is covered.
Are you saying we shouldn't help our customers?
The law requires that I answer no.
We're supposed to help people.
We're supposed to help our people!
Number 2. King Korsos are only recommended for people who have experience with dogs. I know we've painted the King Korso as a pretty ferocious dog, but as a family dog, they are actually quite submissive. They tend to communicate very well with their family, making grunts and woo-woo sounds. Sounds great, right? Well, it takes a lot of work to get this dog to be this way. Training, socialization, and attention. So if you're a lazy son of a bitch and try to get a Korso, then congratulations, you're going to be eaten. If you don't train these dogs properly, they will literally turn aggressive. They will become territorial and destructive if not given proper attention. Cats in the neighborhood may start disappearing. Other dogs too. And even little Timmy from down the street who doesn't know the meaning of stay off my property. Hey, f*** you, Timmy. Number 1. When you're training a King Korso, do not ever become aggressive with it. Okay, we have to include this fact for the same reason that curling iron manufacturers have to include a warning label telling people not to stick it up their asses. There are just some people out there stupid enough to do this shit.
And then you're gonna work your way down and...
Anyways, when you're training your Korso, never ever use a form of violence as part of the regiment. It is a terrible idea that will give your dog the wrong message. Let's keep out the part about the dog's aggressive tendencies. You have a 140-pound animal with huge pecs that works out at the gym 6 times a week, and you're going to spank it. That's like walking up to Dwayne Johnson, slapping him in the face and expecting him to do exactly what you tell him. It won't happen, and you'll die. Rather, train your dog with positive reinforcement. Thank you for watching. For more great content, be sure to check out some of our previous videos. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.